Okay. So basically, I'm gonna play this for about 1 hour. And then I'm gonna switch off to a different game. I wasn't gonna start tonight, considering my schedule sucks. But
how many pieces of garlic bread do you want?
how many are you having, Sam? So what was I doing? I was doing something. Pretty sure I just have to kill elementals for this. You need to get out of combat first. Oh, I might want to put like a seal on him, huh? He's honestly not doing that much damage. We're gonna go ahead and go top of the hour here. So I'm gonna play this until about 6. So I don't feel like keeping track of like minutes and seconds and hours. I do that enough when I'm getting paid to. Let's see how hard this guy hits. Reckoning says I don't give a fuck. Hammer of Wrath is a waste of mana. See, like, I don't know if I don't even know where I'd go to get this shit. I really don't. I am streaming, yeah.
No, your face.
What about my face? Come in here and all you say is your face. What is this? Oh, I suppose I can use Retribution Aura on this guy. I suppose I can get some mana from this guy. I hate that motherfucker so much. Like, he just needs to get a fucking life. You better not have been naked on my stream.
I may have been.
It can see the closet from here.
I was behind the wall.
Okay, maybe it can't. Never mind. This fucking herpes derpus. Yeah, you better run away. Not you. Come on, fuck boy. Oops, wrong button. Don't I have my boys over here? I'm gonna have to stun this. And then run for the hills. I think I lost him. There's only one time where getting my guild mates together is allowed, and that's when I'm getting harassed. And I'm being harassed. But none of them are here, so... Oh no, that's me. I'm pretty sure... They, Golem drops that shit. Or whoever drops the burning pitch or whatever it's called. Whatever. Okay, we got a strong alliance presence here going in. I don't think he drops a Heart of the Flame. I think it's the other guys. You know, it's funny when I want mobs, or now that I want mobs to hit me, they don't hit me. I'm so close to dot dying this dude. Or dot delete, actually. Just remove him from the fucking game. I'm so close to it. Is he still following me? No, good. It's probably the trolliest NPC in the game. He just comes up behind you and starts taking crack shots at you. And he doesn't do like a lot of damage, but he does enough to be annoying. Oh. Man, my fucking thumb needs another vacation. I don't know how I'm gonna golf like this. Well, I do wear a brace when I golf, so it's not that big of a deal. Probably getting like tendonitis or something. You there. You're being recruited. Oh, the fuck you mean? Oh, there is an L in there. Okay. Actually, no. You know what? No. Uninvite. I don't want to split XP right now. keep forgetting to reapply my holy shield. So the drop rate on this isn't very good so far. Come on. I probably could have like stepped out of the way of that, but I mean, I don't really care. There we go. I'm gonna see if I can go somewhere up here and maybe get like a YouTube video playing in the background.
Xbox is now becoming green aware.
Tom Shalhoub is here. What's going? Write about something else.
Just give me a second. Let me turn this shit up a bit.
Who cares if pickup trucks are too big? And Xbox?
Xbox it's not, I mean, it said Xbox is becoming green aware. So the Xbox itself is programmed to be green aware, not to really be green. So it's kind of like Al Gore. It is a...
I love this shit, man. This is so fucking funny. And the thing is, like, you know that you have, like, a bunch of fucking people that are, like, 65, probably 45 as well, that are watching this, that are like, yeah, yeah, they thought they're going to get us, man, yeah. And it's like, you know, they're thinking they're so smart watching this fucking shit, man. It's great.
Aware of the environment, but it's not really doing anything about it.
Right.
It's not willing to
It's
downsize.
conscious, right? You're conscious. Well, wait, I thought it was, because isn't it like a power saving feature? Wait, no, what's the logic there? I feel like if it's a power saving feature or something like that, and the idea is that the power saving feature
consoles
is
have
supposed
power
to
save
use less
features.
power, and if you use less power, you know, it helps the environment. I mean, like, I don't know, I feel like this is a pretty, you know, this is a pretty easy chain of events to follow here.
of the environment, but I'm still going big.
Yeah, the only thing I could see that the Xbox is changing is that it's going to download updates late at night when it's using.
You mean like your phone and Windows? You mean like that?
Less power. But I mean, if they really wanted to save energy, don't you think maybe a flashing message? Hey, you've been playing Xbox too long. You got to get a job, maybe a girlfriend.
Get out of the basement. Your parents are sick of you.
And again, like, think about, because here's what it is. You know that
I'm probably gonna at
people
least
that are
finish this
watching
quest.
This show
I reach my time
are old
limit.
enough to have kids or have grandkids, and they have one of those kids or grandkids that is in the fucking basement right now. He is smoking weed, and he doesn't have a job. So the moment that the guy, that Earl, or Bill, that's sitting here watching this show, they hear that, and they think, just like Kevin, man, he ain't doing shit. Back in the day, I got a job about 15 years old. Yeah, that's what it is, 100%. So it's like, these people are playing absolutely to their base. It's like, loser video game players sit at home, they're in the basement. Whose basement are they in? The fucking people that are watching the show. Yep, there we go.
Call me crazy, but when I have a Ford F-150 truck, and my wife looks
this is how he
way
brags.
better
This is
looking
how he
driving a truck than she
brags.
does like in anything else.
That is so true. What does this have to do with Xbox? That you know what? That's a great point. Maybe his wife should open on OnlyFans. Where are we going with this?
Oh yeah.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, and I bet you think
Just
you do
wait.
too, right?
Well, not
when
as
you're
good as she
driving that
does.
truck, you think
I feel
I'm
good.
looking pretty good right
I
now.
feel like my muscles are a little bigger. I sit a little higher, right? It's
Wait, but
it's
do you have
Americana.
like a king cab? Do you
I
have
got
like?
I got an extended cab, yeah. But listen, mine's like a 14. That's like old, but I love it. It's a great vehicle.
They don't need
It's
to.
oh, come on. It's a 2014 and it's old? Uh-huh. What an asshole. We got 2001.
Restrict trucks, though. Democrats,
like 8
they've already
years.
done it. I mean, they destroy the economy.
Wait a second.
Cab, yeah. But listen, mine's
Osmo
like a
Gold.
14. That's like old, but I love
Oh.
it. It's a great vehicle.
They don't need to restrict trucks, though. Democrats,
Why-
they've
why-
already.
They don't need to restrict trucks.
My car's a 2012, and I can tell you that's old, so.
I thought this was about Xbox. Wait a minute, hold up. Wait, what about Xbox?
It's not really that my car's old. It's just she's seen some shit, and,
I mean, they destroy the
you
economy.
know,
And
she's just impure and unattractive.
This has been a minute and a half. They done all this in a minute and a half. That's impressive. God damn.
gas prices are so
This is like a speed run.
expensive. People stop buying the gas guzzlers, so they're kind of fixed the problem on their own. It's expensive.
They did. Well, the pain's the point.
Whatever,
That's
it's
why
my car.
Ultimately, I was talking about this yesterday. Ted Cruz was that prices will go back up because they don't want you to buy a bigger truck. But the trucks are so much more fuel
I
efficient.
don't think that's very good. And the thing is, like, Ted Cruz, I think, is he's very good at saying things. Because Ted Cruz will be right. Prices will go back up. You know why? Because of inflation. He can't lose. Eventually, this will become true, and then he'll be like, what did I tell you? See? Look at that.
Than they used to be.
Mine gets like 17 miles to the gallon.
Listen, my
And
mama.
at $5 a gallon, it was like, don't drive that thing.
My mama.
Just sitting it in the driveway.
Right.
But don't turn it on.
What did your mom think?
My mama, may she rest in peace, Christian woman. If I sent her that article to read, she would have given it the finger. She loved her big, like, she used to drive an excursion. She looked like she was driving
for
an
her. I don't even know what that is.
ambulance.
All right, Tom,
A
let's...
big old.
What the fuck does this have to do with an Xbox? Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? Like, This is about an excursion. Like, why is this a point of pride that you're spending a lot of? By the way, guys, we need another person for Old War. Message Fox, because we're trying to get this shit on the road. Like, what? Like, why? Like, is this like, yeah, this is where how they pretend to be relatable. I don't understand this. Oh, yeah, this old people therapy? Like, what the fuck? Cable TV is insane. Okay, here we go.
Got to pivot gears on you right now because Ticketmaster executives were at Capitol Hill today facing scrutiny from lawmakers after the Taylor Swift ticket fiasco happened. Listen to what lawmakers had to say to Ticketmaster.
Okay.
Oh, we don't have a side here. I'm going to read it, I guess. Or I'm not going to read it.
They're actually speed running right now. This is crazy.
After her, pretty hot, right? And they're all engaged. Here's my concern. We have an open border, Tom. We have crime.
Oh, so it's like, how can you care about Taylor Swift whenever there's 18 million illegals crossing the border every 45 minutes, and we're going to become a minority in our own country in 3 weeks, and then next thing you know, America's going to be Mexico, right? Yeah, okay. I've already, like, I know where this is going, guys.
That's raging on the streets. Inflation's off the hook. Wokeism has taken over the country. And in the U.S. Senate, they're talking about Ticketmaster. And I know people are concerned. You know, the prices skyrocketed. You know, young people, old people, they all want to go see her. But we have bigger problems in America, don't we?
Yeah, and you know what? Am I the only one who doesn't mind?
I don't know. I think the government should try to break up monopolies pretty much all the time. Like, monopolies suck, and they're not good for anybody except for the people running them. So, yeah, it's like this is also an issue. And, like, can we just admit that there are some people that are probably more suited to deal with monopolies and other people that are more suited to deal with, like, border control? Because, like, I guarantee you that every single person that works at the Senate or, like, the government, wherever the fuck this is, some of them probably know more about one than the other. Guaranteed.
Ticketmaster, I think it's better than ever. I just bought tickets, you know, this was past last season.
I love how this is sometimes what Fox News and, like, I don't think this is a Republican thing. I think, you know, this is unironic. Both sides do this. Is that they take something that's obviously bad and then they're like, no, it's not bad. It's actually so good because this thing, like, tangentially supports their worldview. It's so annoying.
And bought tickets to Paul McCartney. They were expensive. And I ended up, because I really wanted to get the tickets, I bought them twice. I bought them at Ticketmaster and at another broker that I thought was kind of a scam. But I was able to sell them on Ticketmaster. It's so easy to sell your tickets now. In the old days, you had to run around scalping and, you know, things like that. Yeah. Now you can sell it right on the site. And I ended up making a little bit of money on it. You don't make a whole bunch of money. But I think Ticketmaster is just fine.
But you're rich. Teeny boppers can't really afford it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, so...
Yeah, obviously, because you fucking rich. Well, you know, don't fucking say that on camera or you won't be as relatable to the people that are watching the show. That's why you have to talk about your Ford Excursion and your Ford F-150, okay? Come on. Teeny boppers? Yeah, it's like, I don't think these people realize that the average Taylor Swift fan is probably 27 at this point. They could be well into their 30s. Like, Taylor Swift has been popular for a long fucking time, man. Get scalped? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't really give a fuck about the Ticketmaster thing either. That's why I'm not thinking about it. Admitted to illegal scalping.
I'm just casting all the wrong fucking spells.
Fucking ticket for a concert. Are we gonna pretend like we care about this? Come on.
On Capitol Hill, these ticket CEOs were up there with Richard Blumenthal.
There we go.
Richard Blumenthal is going to be calling them back because Blumenthal actually looks good next to these jerks.
That's right.
They can't even look like even marginally likable next to Blumenthal.
Well, as an expert in not looking marginally likable, I can see why her opinion would matter a lot in this subject. I agree. Is she drunk? Yeah, I think so. I never... I mean, like, no, it makes sense, right? My mom, oh, absolutely, yeah. Whenever you
They
look
might
at her
drop,
behavior,
or they
if you're
might
convinced
not
that
drop
she's
them.
Probably drunk on the show.
So I'm pretty sure I've had one of these drop a Heart of Flame or
It's way
whatever
more
the fuck
legit.
it's
How's
called,
this
Heart of Fire.
journalism? That's the funny thing. It's not.
Mr. Stolen Valor. Isn't he Stolen Valor? Isn't he the Stolen Valor?
He is.
I want to hear you sing because John Rich was on last night and he wrote us a personal jingle.
Oh yeah, that's right. I loved his jingle. Look, I have a dream to sing with John Rich. Okay,
crazy.
so maybe if you can play the jingle, maybe I'll try to do a little back.
On Fox Business, bottom line, don't want to miss this bottom line. Fox Business, tune in to the bottom line. Tune in to the bottom line. Tune in to the bottom line.
That's great.
That was
Yeehaw.
delicious.
Tom Shalou, that was
I
awesome.
would
The fuck
eat
am I
that
listening to?
for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
All right.
Well, at least you won't have to worry about anybody's scalping those tickets. Obviously a YouTuber, again, athlete or musician or teacher, and then over in China they want to be an astronaut. So yeah, I think that goes to really show what we have to look forward to for the next 30 years.
To an astonishing 75%. Around 30% of them specifically
Yeah, we're
towards
doomed.
becoming vloggers. For a career that didn't even exist a decade ago, that is pretty damn wild. And I very much blame them. But I attribute a huge part of that to what I said before. Just how encouraging YouTubers are that anyone can do this. But that's not really the whole story. The whole ton of tips.
Well, I think the reason why people want to be a YouTuber, you want to know the real truth, is that a lot of kids think that all it is just turning on a camera and recording yourself and then putting the video out there, and now you're a millionaire. This is not really the truth. It's not actually what happens. So obviously people will say that because that seems like it's like, you know, fucking money for nothing, chicks for free. So obviously that's what people want to do because they think it's really easy and it would be this that simple. You don't do that? Well, I think there's a lot more to it whenever you break it down and you actually look at kind of the amount of like time I spend like reading things, and like also like with me it's very like weird because I also have like other things that I'm doing that isn't just content, right? Like OTK, Starforge, etc. So it's hard to use me as an example. But I think for YouTube content creators, for example, like you have to think of the video that you're making. You have to source the material that you're going to use. You have to script out or speak and, you know, like make the video, like, you know, do the talking portion of the video. You then have to edit the video. Then you have to market the video. Like all of these things take
Okay, they're
a
just
lot
not
of
dropping
time.
anything.
So the actual recording time might only be 45 minutes, but the time that it takes to make that video a reality is 12 hours.
You hear from people like, well, I guess me, tend to be coated with a healthy slathering of survivor bias, which is the tendency to concentrate on those who made it rather than those who did not. And I think that's understandable because those that did try and fail don't actually have a voice on this platform, which makes it real difficult to get their perspective.
Oh,
For
sure.
example, my flagship channel just hit over 1 million subscribers, which is
Nice.
actually not as rare as you may think. In 2022, it's estimated that somewhere between 25 to 30,000 channels have over 1 million subscribers.
That's crazy.
However, when you put that into perspective, YouTube also estimates that there are roughly 37 million channels on the platform.
Right.
Not users, not viewers, just channels. Channels that are actually producing content. Which puts channels like mine in like the top 0.08%. And I don't say that to just like, you know, statistically jerk myself off on camera. I mean, to be fair though, that ratio is pretty hot. But I say it more to highlight just how many unheard voices there really are.
Well, I always find this to be funny whenever somebody says
can't
that a
understand anything
streamer
this guy's
fell
saying.
off and now they only get like
What?
4,000 viewers now. Meanwhile, 4,000 viewers is in the top like 1,000 people on Twitch or like
there's
500 people on
YouTube.
Twitch or something like that. And then meanwhile, this is like, you know, it's like 1 million people that have made platforms or made accounts. It's nuts.
Being the most equal opportunity platform in human history.
Well, it's like I gotta make sure I'm watching this at 1:44 p.m. trying to use this least amount of bandwidth in the background as possible.
The most common factor I see with successful channels is pure obsession. You need to live and breathe your content. For example, I have this Luffy. I live it. I breathe it. That was creepy. May or may not want to choose to
You know what?
that.
I have to fight him now, don't I?
But whether it's anime,
I really didn't. Oh,
I
fuck.
think that's definitely true, is that people don't spend a lot of time actually investing into their channel.
They won't
like
come
you
up
see
here.
people talking about like, yeah, I do YouTube, but it's not really doing very well for me, and they upload one video a week. It's not very well edited, and sometimes they miss weeks. They don't really do anything on Twitter. Like you're not really putting in effort here. You're not putting in work. You're just doing the bare minimum, and guess what? That's what you're getting out of it.
history, gaming, science, finance, beauty, whatever. It honestly doesn't matter what the content.
Oh, they do
I
drop
think
them.
in
Awesome.
like a video I made 10 years ago, I said that to be the best, you have to be obsessed. And it's not something I invented either. I just heard it and thought it was true. I think it's still true. People that are really, really good at something are usually hyper fixated on it to a degree that is unhealthy.
As much as it matters that you are absolutely obsessed with it. It could even be video making itself. Like, you might not be obsessed with the topic you're making a video on, but you're obsessed with the process of making the actual
sure.
video. It's perfectly valid. The reason why you need to be obsessed, though, is because the bad times of video making are going to heavily outweigh the good times. For example, to make a Grand Line review video, I have to write a roughly 2,500 word script. And not only that, but I'm
gonna be honest. Like, most of my videos, I did not script. I would only have like bullet points that I was going to talk on, and then I would just go. I would be like, oh yeah, and oh yeah, dog shit mounts. Okay, well this is gonna be the next 5 minutes. Here we go. Yeah, and I'd have like in my mind what I was gonna say, but I wouldn't have it written down.
That 4 days a week for that channel alone. Add a New World Review and Dude in a Room, which I'm doing right now, and that means I'm writing at least one whole essay per day. And
That's a lot.
That gets hard. Often, I just want to do anything else that isn't writing. But this is
I don't understand why people script their videos. I really don't. Like, do you have that like limited of a sense of humor that you have to like write jokes in advance? When I do tutorials, I write like points to talk about, but I don't write, like, I never once wrote a script in my life.
My hair out in frustration until it actually works. If I wasn't obsessed with what I was talking about, I would have.
Well, it's also like having awareness of doing it. So, for example, to like what you're really talking about, like that effect there is you're taking two different what's the word for it? Two different layers, putting them on, like, you know, let's say Sony Vegas. Like, the first layer is the poop sound effect, and the second layer is the poop, you know, PNG or JPEG or
There we
whatever.
go.
And then you take it, and then
Oh, shit.
you
That
take
would be my luck.
the rotation on the end. What is it called again? The end of the frame, and then you rotate it around. How long would this actually take to do? If you were good at it, like I used to be very, very good at editing because I had to do it all the time. So I would find different ways that I could kind of turn editing into like a formulaic process that I could almost automate by like having presets and having just different auto plays that I could do.
A long, long time ago. So on the
Probably do it
bright
in 5
side,
minutes.
YouTube is one career.
Yeah,
where
well, what I'm saying is like a person who's new to it, it would take them probably over an hour to do that. And a person that, like this guy, I bet he probably did that in 5 minutes.
having a crippling
Maybe
and
10.
potentially socially awkward obsession can really pay off. But if you just like something, or even worse, if you just like the idea of being a YouTuber, then you are almost certainly going to fail. And even if you do succeed, there is a price to success. And by far the biggest price is time.
Most people like being YouTubers or like streamers or something like that because they feel like they're special and they want to be treated like they're special. Which, in my opinion, is like the pinnacle of cringe. Oh my god. Oh, everybody, I want people to know that I'm special. I want people to recognize me, and you know, I want people to like me. They want the attention. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, stop it. Like, what are your parents? Your parents not give you enough attention? Stop this. What like, it's just, it's so fucking desperate and pathetic. It's sad.
Even the simplest of videos when you're inexperienced takes a long time. However long you're thinking, triple it, quadruple it, maybe even do the other one.
It's a long time,
even more, the 5, I don't know what it is, quintuple. Do that, or maybe...
It's a fucking war over here.
How to make videos, you start getting more ambitious, which just adds more time. And the people at the very top do have a much healthier work-life balance because they can afford to hire employees, which frees up time for some sort of...
Yeah, most YouTube content creators that are more popular, they will probably have an editor. And I think he even referred to, are we going to keep that in for the video, whenever he was doing the licking of the poster. So I'm pretty sure he might have an editor as well.
But that's not the vast majority of YouTubers. That's not even. And for those of you who are just beginning, it is going to be years and years on this journey.
Could you please increase volume? Is the volume low?
Yes. How many times does he have to watch these videos and have the volume all fucked up? It's like he doesn't even understand. It's probably like the worst reaction video YouTuber I've ever fucking listened to.
And because of that, I'm not hearing it as in the same volume that I usually am. Does that make sense?
Before you can even think of the concept of hiring someone, which means that all of that time being put into the channel is just yours. And so if YouTube is your hobby, then sure, that's fine. You can afford to chuck in a little bit of time here and not a lot of time there. But if you have ideas of becoming more serious than that, then honestly, you should probably be prepared to just write off your social life. To be clear, I'm not saying that you should do that. I'm saying that it's a bit of an inevitable cost, especially when you're just starting, because you'll probably already have a full-time job to support all of the living that I hear you like to do. So when you...
Yeah, I think that's definitely true. That's what I did is whenever I first started YouTube, I was actually going to college, and then my goal was to just make enough money to live and not have to get a job.
Get home from work, you won't have time to do anything that you want to because you will need to be making videos. And on weekends, mate, that is prime video making time. If you're not using those, then you're probably not posting videos, because to post videos you need to make videos, and to make videos you need to use the time to make them. It's a lot. And again,
it's like people say, do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. There's also do something you love and you'll learn to hate it and create an extremely unhealthy work-life balance that makes you hate your entire life. Both of these things are possible.
And even the really simple ones take a long time to make. For example, it can take anywhere from 12 to 24 hours to make a standard ground line review video. That includes research, writing, recording, editing, thumbnail making, and whatever other production needs pop up. And that time cost is after having streamlined the process to what I think is currently its most efficient. It also doesn't necessarily get better when you do get to hire staff, like say editors. I have 2 editors for ground line review who edit half the videos whilst I edit the other half. And I can't count the amount of times I've run into a situation where I've been invited out because...
Oh wait, I finished that quest, didn't I?
But I can't go because if I do go out, it means I won't have the time to have
I'll
a
do one
project
more.
ready for one of my editors.
This should only
So
take
what
a
am I meant
second.
to say in that situation? Sorry, Mr. Editor, but you're not getting paid this week because I wanted to have a fun night out. Or alternatively, I paid them regardless because it was my fault for not being prepared in time, and that night out ends up just costing me a disgusting amount. And I actually think that Mr. Beast is a great example of brilliant. I often sing his praises for just having taken control of this platform with increasingly brilliant ideas, but that guy has no life outside of video making. He lives in his studio and just spends 24/7 working. The 10 minutes of video that
well, that's what he likes doing. That's what he does. And there are people, by the way, like for me, I stream every single day, and I love streaming. I like if I made no money streaming, I would still stream. I would not give a fuck. Yeah, he's obsessed with it. Yes, exactly.
releases every month or so is the result of weeks and months of just non-stop obsessive work. And if that's not a lifestyle that appeals to you, then maybe aiming to be a YouTuber isn't the greatest of ideas. Because every bit of sweet success you taste is going to make you more and more willing to give that much more of your life away. And that's to say nothing of the list.
That's definitely what's happened with it's what's happened with me to an extent, is that I like doing what I like doing, and I just kind of move the window. It's good a little bit. Actually, yeah, I'll move the window and then turn it off. Sorry. Fucking piece of shit. 81.
I guess I got debuffed.
It was freezing in my house. Okay, we should be fine. Anyway, like, yeah, that's what happened with me, is like I will like always do more and more and more and more until like I'm overwhelmed, and then it's a problem. Yeah, I do that a lot.
Years of time investment that you may need to put in before anything starts paying off. I mention this a lot, but it's never been more relevant than it is now. I was making videos for 3 years before I saw a single cent. Not that everything is about money, but look,
I got pretty lucky. Whenever I first started making videos, I made a few of them, and they started doing well, and I made more, and they also did well, and then I just kept making them, and but like after like 6 months of making videos or so, already I was making enough money to where I could do that as a full-time job. But you have to keep in mind that whenever I was doing that, I had played WoW for like 10 years at that time. Yeah, something like, I don't know, it was like somewhere around there. And I played WoW for like a massive amount of time. I had like a crazy amount of game knowledge. So like whenever I started making these videos, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I knew this shit better than anybody else, and nobody was even remotely close. And you can go back to the original videos, and you can see that.
eventually you do need to find a way to sustain your obsessive activities. And continuing along the lines of obsession, one thing you need to know is that YouTube is a platform designed to get you addicted to success. As a creator, I often feel like a dog being fed a delicious treat by YouTube every time I perform the trick it is they want to see. I mean, within the creator dashboard, they reward you with literal fireworks when one of your videos performs amazingly, which of course leads to more views, more growth, more revenue, and it's all very addictive. And that only makes me more willing to invest time into it because I need that hit, you know? But it also has a very harsh come down because when you do perform badly, not only does YouTube not reward you, but it actively punishes you. Every time I...
It sucks whenever you have a video that doesn't do well. This is just like for me. I don't take it personally whenever my videos don't do well, but having my streams not do well is like much more bothersome for me. And I think the reason for that is because whenever you're streaming, you have to deal with like that success or lack thereof in immediate real time. You know, you're seeing how well this stream is going. You have people in your chat that are telling you if it's going bad because they don't like you, or they're telling you it's going well because they do like you. They're like constantly putting pressure on you to, you know, meet your expected viewer count. It's extremely... like I think Twitch is like extremely toxic in that way, and YouTube is not like that at all. And I actually vastly prefer YouTube because of that. But overall, I don't take it personal whenever it's a YouTube video it doesn't do well, but I do take it personal whenever it's a stream that doesn't do well. Sure.
Have a low performing video, I feel like just my career is over. It makes it really difficult to do things like this. Sleep, which I've heard is pretty important, and it also makes me really adverse to taking risks in terms of video content. I know what my YouTube audience wants, so I give it to them, and I tend to avoid passion projects that could harm or even sink the channel. But again, this is where obsession comes in clutch. I am so obsessed with One Piece that I am happy to talk about anything. It really doesn't matter because...
yeah, I think that's what really matters, is that, you know, you're super enthusiastic about it, you like it a lot. Like, how many of you guys have seen somebody who, you know, they really like World of Warcraft, for example, and then over time they lose interest with WoW, and in the process of that, they stop caring about it, and the videos go down in quality? Me? No, I stopped making videos about WoW. Like, that wasn't me at all. Like, don't fucking put this shit on me. That was not me. But the problem is that I didn't. Like, I kept making, like, achievement guides. But the game was in such a bad state, nobody cared about achievement guides anymore. They just wanted to talk about how bad the game was. So I'm like, okay, well, do I want to spend 20 hours making an achievement guide, or do I want to spend 20 minutes talking about how flying sucks in Warlords of Draenor? I mean, damn.
This is my favorite thing. And if I didn't have that acute obsession, I think always having to min-max content could be quite soul-destroying. And that's before you bring up the idea of putting yourself out there publicly. Because something you should be prepared for is the fact that some people are just going to hate you. Sometimes
it's not just that they're going to hate you, and this is something that's very true with streaming, is that people will say things just to make a streamer squirm, just to make them mad, just to get a reaction. And a lot of people don't have the right approach to it. Here is the right approach to it. This is my advice for anybody. Never take anybody's criticism that is not another content creator. If a viewer tells you to do something, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Don't listen to them. Do what you want to do. And if you don't have the right insight and you have to have random chatters tell you what you should do, stop right now and get another job. Because you clearly don't fucking understand the space, you don't understand what you're doing, you don't understand your content, you have no intuitive understanding of how that content is supposed to relate to people. Just do yourself a favor and get another job. But like, you should never go and like take somebody's feedback like, oh yeah, this is something that I should do. And I'm not saying nobody ever gives good feedback.
Keeps purging me.
I think
It's really
whenever
annoying.
you're trying to find good feedback from like a comment section or
Questing
from
here sucks.
YouTube, YouTube like videos and shit like that. Not YouTube videos, but like YouTube comments, I would say, and or like Twitch chat or something like that, or Twitter. Like, you are literally talking about finding a needle in a haystack. Because these people don't fucking understand. They don't get it. And it's not their fault. They're just viewers. Like, they're not stupid. They're not inferior. They're probably a lot better at than you at, like, I don't know, being an electrician, or, you know, being a teacher, or working in the military or something like that.
Okay.
They're very good at that. But, I mean, if this guy's like a fucking, I don't know, like a plumber, you're not going to go and tell him.
I forgot
He's
that
not
that's
gonna be
saved.
asking you, how do you think I should install this pipe here?
I don't know how far the rollback's going to be.
Plumber. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's the smart thing to do, is to not listen. Yeah, the old war backseater essay comment. Well, that's just video game shit. But I'm saying, like, the directions to take your channel in. What qualifies as feedback, though? Because seeing your content not doing well and acting on it is kind of taking your viewers' feedback into your account. I think that a quote from Jeff Kaplan is perfect for this situation. You cannot rely on your players to tell you how to solve a problem, but you can sure as hell rely on them to tell you that it's there. So what I mean by that is that if a lot of people don't like something that you're doing, maybe that might not be a good idea to do. But it doesn't mean that they're going to be able to tell you what you should do instead and have that be a solution. So yes, obviously, nothing is like just a fucking black and white, never take feedback. But I think that, again, over 99% of the feedback that at least I get,
It's basically saying the same things over and over again. Well, I'm still alive. How many daggers do I have? 0. Didn't I have 4? I'm pretty sure I had 4. Well, this is how we make up time. Again, not my fault the server fucking crashes. they obviously broke something and released it and decided it was okay. And now they want me to play the beta, which they wanted me to play before, and well, you know what? This is the previous beta, and it doesn't appear that this is working out so well, so... yeah, I am probably being more upset than I need to be. It is kind of like a free thing, so... I'm gonna go ahead and keep going until I have 6 of them. I gotta be careful going down here. Oh, fuck.
Too far away.
Okay. I'll stop now. Because I would have had 6 just now, pretty sure. If my timing's right. Oh. This is nice. Oh, I didn't know the slaves dropped them. Shit. Alright, time to go turn it in. Oh, look at that, I ended up playing this for an hour anyway. Oh, this is the guy that had the quest. Of course you're here. Why wouldn't you be?
King's honor, friend. Bless you. Go with honor, friend.
Almost didn't let me accept that quest. Oh, fuck. At least I got the quest. Mountains to the northwest. Over here somewhere, I guess. So I should just have to kill one of them, potentially. Oh, I'll fucking kill you. You're just a bitch. Oh wow, he used a racial. Impressive. I burned through 2,000 mana so fast. That I'm pretty sure he mana burned me. Getting mana burned by literally every class now, it's weird. Oh, that was easy.
Well met. Be careful. Greetings. For the Alliance. Light be with you. Be careful. Well met. Go with honor, friend.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance.
Okay, I'm gonna get off here. Or maybe. Mind your own business. I didn't even really get to read all that. Oh shit, I don't want to abandon it. And it says it's an orange quest, but it's really not. It's basically yellow. Anyway, I'm just gonna fucking dot save and get off anyway, so I'm gonna end the stream. I apologize for uneventful, rather boring stream, but I'm quite tired. And I've actually been out of drink for a moment now, so that explains a lot too, so bear with me.